Salut les amis, j'espère que vous allez bien. I hope you are well. Today we are going to study la cause en français, the cause in French. Si vous voulez regarder la vidéo en français, c'est possible. J'ai enregistré cette vidéo 2 fois. I recorded this video twice. So if you want to listen to it in English, the explanations in English, you stay here. Et si vous voulez écouter les explications en français, eh bien vous me retrouvez là-bas. Allez, on y va. Avant de commencer, before to start, I advise you to take a notebook and a pen because there is a lot of vocabulary. And today I've decided to challenge you, and I've used some vocabulary that is a bit hard. It's about the work. And this is some specific vocabulary about work. So you will see that the sentences are a bit complicated, but you will have also the translation in English. And I hope this is going to help you understand everything. If you listen to this lesson in English, that means that you are a beginner or beginner of intermediate, but still, you can try to understand some specific vocabulary because this is not more difficult than the normal vocabulary. This is just that you are not used to it. Okay, so let's go, let's start. On y va. Alors, we start with two expressions, à cause de versus grâce à. What's the difference between these two expressions? That's what we are going to see with the examples that I have prepared for you. So the first one, j'ai perdu des clients à cause d'une défaillance technique. Défaillance. You pronounce yan because you have I-L-L, défa. Défaillance. Donc, une défaillance, a failure. D'accord? Ok. Donc, là, vous avez à cause de. So, you have à cause de, and you have the apostrophe because you have a vowel just after. So, don't forget to put the apostrophe when you have a vowel. À cause d'une, and you pronounce it like in one syllable. D'une. À cause d'une. Don't say à cause de une. No, this is not good. Okay. So, first expression, let's compare with grâce à. J'ai récupéré, passé composé. J'ai récupéré. Récupérer, c'est to got back. D'accord? Récupérer, to got back. Donc, j'ai récupéré mes clients grâce à la rédaction, the writing, d'un courrier d'excuses, et une réduction sur la prochaine facture. So here you have a lot of excuse, réduction, facture. And you know that the French vowels are very strong vowels. You need really to differentiate each of them. So when you pronounce the U, it has to be really U, like a strong U. And if it's hard for you, because it can be hard, like for example, to differentiate U and U, well, I made a lesson about that so you can practice so that your pronunciation becomes perfect. No, the objective is not that you are perfect. The aim is that we understand everything you say when you say it. Voilà. So, grâce, it feels something positive, and in English we have thanks to, so this is positive. So we use grâce à for a cause that is positive, with my French accent. And à cause de, well, when do we use it? You are going to tell me in a negative way, but it's not really, theoretically, this is not always in a negative way. You can use à cause de in a negative sense, when you have a negative cause or when you have a positive cause. In my example, the previous one, this was a negative one, but you are supposed to be able to use à cause de all the time. But I must tell you that people, when they speak, they use most of the time à cause de for a negative cause and grâce à for a positive. Obviously, we already have one for the positive, so let's keep à cause de for the negative situation, okay? Voilà. So now I hope you understood the difference between à cause, o, it's o, à cause de, et grâce à. And now we are going to study more expressions. Vu. Alors, vu la gravité de la situation, nous nous voyons dans l'obligation de dédommager les clients. Hop. Translation. Yeah, so I warned you, and this is not easy. The vocabulary is not easy. Donc, write in your notebook all the new vocabulary, like for example, la gravité, the seriousness, dédommager, to compensate, okay? Et nous voyons is a very formal way to say things, but you can also say nous sommes dans l'obligation, we are obliged to. Okay, so this is very formal, d'accord? But this is interesting to see another way to express things. Donc, vu, it's the verb voir, it's the participe passé of the verb voir, to see. But here we are going to translate it like given, so like the verb to give, donner. This has nothing to do with the sites. Maybe originally, yes, it could have had a link. We observe something and there is a consequence to the situation that we are observing. So I think that comes from there. But now if you want to translate it in English, you translate it as given, and there is another expression with the verb donner, to give in English, donner in French. And this is étant donné, given. So étant is the verb être. So being given the seriousness of the situation. Étant donné, so you don't pronounce the T at the end of étant. Étant donné la gravité de la situation, nous nous voyons dans l'obligation de dédommager les clients. Okay, this is the same sentence to show you that we use them in the same situation, so you choose the one you prefer. So now, this is more formal, as you can see, en raison de. Here there is an apostrophe because there is a vowel after. It's the nasal, en raison, it's another nasal one, Donc, en raison d'une panne accidentelle, notre service a été dans l'obligation de rembourser ses clients. Rembourser. To reimburse. Rembourser. So this is the same family of words, but the pronunciation obviously is different. Rembourser ses clients. So write this one in your notebook also. En raison de, so this is the reason why we had to do that. So due to an accidental breakdown, due to, en raison de, so use this in a formal situation. For example, when you write an email to an administration or to your boss, for example, or in a work situation. And also you can hear it when you listen to the journalists and the politicians. Voilà, so here this is the same sentence, but I just wanted to show you that you can put it after. Notre service a été dans l'obligation de rembourser ses clients en raison d'une panne malencontreuse. Same, voilà. Ok, on continue. Du fait de, ça c'est formel. du fait de la gravité de la situation, nous allons changer de prestataire. Due to the seriousness of the situation, we will be changing provider, prestataire, provider. Donc, due to the fact, d'accord, puisque le fait, c'est the fact, okay? So this is also formal, so you choose between this one and the other one. So all the expressions that we have studied already have a noun after. There is a noun after. Du fait de la gravité. This is a noun, okay? All the expressions we've seen before are like that with a noun. But imagine you want to put a whole sentence after with a subject and a verb and maybe a complement, an object. You cannot use these expressions, so I'm going to show you which expressions you can use when you have a sentence after. Parce que, évidemment, obviously, you know this one, I'm sure you know it. So here I wrote this sentence. This is not a sentence with parce que. I just want us to compare à cause de and parce que. À cause de, you can see that there is a noun, okay? And with parce que, j'ai perdu des clients parce que notre service a été l'objet d'une défaillance. Donc, a été is the verb. You have a subject, you have a verb, you have an object. So here you cannot use à cause de, you have to use parce que, and you recognize this beautiful que that is here to connect two sentences together. Ok, donc la traduction correcte, I hope it's correct. I hope the translation is okay. I've lost clients because our service has been the object of a breakdown. Yeah, so I'm trying to make my best to give you the best translation I can, but it's possible that I make some mistakes because I'm not completely bilingual, as you can notice. So if you have a better translation than me, you can give it in the comments. Okay, d'accord. So I hope you understood the difference between à cause de and parce que. Now we have car, so same with the verb, now we are with verbs. So this is formal, j'ai perdu des clients car notre service a été victime d'une défaillance grave, grave. J'ai perdu, I've lost, this is the verb perdre, au passé composé. I've lost clients, j'ai perdu des clients car. Ok, donc car, you know it. Now come. Alors, comme, I like this one, I like it. Why? Comme nos clients ont été lésés, nous avons dû les dédommager. Nous avons dû les dédommager. Yeah, I know here you have some complex words, vocabulary. Lésé, obviously, was hard for me to translate. I chose to translate it with affected. That means that they had a problem. They lost money. They lost something. So, yeah. So, nous avons dû les dédommager. We have to compensate them. We have to give them some money to compensate the loss. The loss. Voilà. Donc, comme. Comme is at the beginning of the sentence, always at the beginning of the sentence. And we use it to focus on the cause, okay? So there is a specific emphasis on the cause here, and yeah, so I like it. The cause is a bit obvious, is a bit obvious for everybody, like, comme tu es là, reste ici, as you here, stay here, as, come, as, come. So you can use it when you speak. This is not formal. And also, I must say that when I say that this is not formal, you can use it in a formal situation too. All these words that we are learning today, you can use them in formal situations. But in non-formal situations, don't use the formal words. This will be a bit too much. Wait until the end and we will have a recap of everything. Alors, puisque is very similar to come, and puisque starts also the sentence, and the cause is known, connu, known, and is obvious. Puisque nos clients ont été lésés, nous avons dû les dédommager. Same, ok? Translation, since, puisque, since, puisque. Nous avons dû is the verb devoir in the passé composé. So we had to. Devoir is I have to. Have to. I must. D'accord? I must. I have to. Devoir. Ok. Donc, puisque tu es là, reste ici. Since you're here, stay here. Let's have a tea. Prenons un thé. Voilà. Donc, une cause évidente et connue. Ok, on continue maintenant avec des expressions différentes. We continue with other expressions. Vu que. Same as the vu that we've studied just before, but here you have the que after. When you have the que after, that means that you will have a whole sentence after with the subject and a verb, because que is here to connect two sentences together. So here, the two sentences that are connected are this one and this one. So it's not really connecting them because it's not in the middle of them, but grammatically speaking, it is connecting the two sentences. Donc, vu que nous avons eu une panne informatique qui vous a porté préjudice, nous ne vous facturerons pas le mois en cours. Okay, a lot of vocabulary. You can learn panne, a breakdown, or a failure. Informatique, everything that is linked with computer. So in English you have almost the same word. Facturer, to charge. To charge, facturer. Et en cours, this is the current. Current month, le mois en cours. Ok, donc vu que, given that, same as before. Ok, on continue. Étant donné que, also given that, étant donné que, étant donné que. Same sentence, I'm not going to read it again. So just remember, étant donné que. Du fait que is formal, du fait que nous avons eu une panne informatique qui vous a porté préjudice, nous ne vous facturerons pas le mois en cours. Again, why do I use the same sentences here is to show you that we use these expressions in exactly the same situation. The meaning is the same. You just have to be careful. Is it formal or is it not formal? So this one is formal. You can use it when you write an administrative email, for example, or you can hear it on TV when you listen to journalists. Okay, and also I'm repeating the same sentence so that you have time to write it in your notebook and memorize it. Okay, let's continue. Now let's finish. Yeah, it's finished. Okay, so this is the list of what we've learned today. First part, à cause de, grâce à, vu, en raison de, étant donné, du fait de. Plus a noun, you have a noun after that, okay? And this one is formal, en raison de et du fait de. Okay, the one I like to use are à cause de for a negative cause, grâce à for a positive one, and en raison de in a formal situation when I write a formal email, for example. Voilà, so choose the one you want, but I just show you the one I prefer. Okay, so after. Parce que, car, comme, puisque, vu que, étant donné que, du fait que. So here you have most of the time que, and so that means that after you have a sentence, sujet, and a verb. Okay? Donc the one that is formal is car, also du fait que, and I like to use parce que and comme, and if I need something very formal, I would prefer to use Maybe... No, I won't use du fait que. I think I will use étant donné que, which is not specifically formal, but you can, anyway, all these expressions, and this is what's good, all these expressions can be used in a formal situation, okay? So, if you are a beginner, for example, you can use only parce que in any situation, with the sentence after, of course, and you can use it when you speak, when you write, voila. So you don't need to use all these expressions. What's important for you is to recognize them when you see them, but when you speak, keep it simple. Use only 2 of them, the one you prefer, and voila, that's all. It's not so hard. Okay, so I hope you understood everything, and if it's not the case, if you have some questions, you can, as usual, ask them in the comments. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you liked my video. And I see you in my next lesson, which will be talking about the consequence, yeah, of course, because the cause, the consequence, huh? This is logical. So learn this lesson very well so that you are not going to mix it with the next one, which is a little bit similar in the logic, but very different in the expressions, of course. Voilà, je vous souhaite une très très bonne journée et je vous dis à très bientôt pour une nouvelle leçon de français, bien sûr. Ciao, ciao. And, of course, if you are courageous, you can watch this lesson in French here. I'm not sure I can put a link here, but I'm going to put a link just right now. Allez, ciao, ciao.